How's it going, people? Welcome back to AFTV and welcome back to Box to Box, a special Box to Box. We're here at the Amex Stadium. Is that right?
Amex.
Amex, that's what Cecil and James are telling me. Amex, but I'm sticking with Amex. I'm going to check this out after this video is done because, yeah, I'm going with Amex, people. But I'm here with Ryan from Seagull Social. If you don't know about Seagull Social already, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you check the guys out, quality content. And Ryan, you're a season ticket holder, right?
Season ticket holder, yeah, mate, right up the top there.
Yeah.
A bit of a trek ticket up there today, but yeah.
I like upper tier. The upper tier, you can see the tactical side of things when you're watching the game.
It's much better, I think, because I used to be down on the lower tiers, but now it's up the top. It's much better.
When I was younger, I liked lower because the players come over when they score. You get a little, contact. But as I grew older, upper tier, let me see what's going on.
See everything. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and now here we are, opinions on the clubs and whatnot. Seagull Social, I see you lot doing big things up for some nominations at the Football Content Awards.
Yeah, we'll be at the FCAs in a couple of weeks. Got a few other things going on, so it's going to be really exciting. Yeah, it's good.
Like I said, look out for that link in the description below. But let's get into it, Ryan, man. You lot have started the season quite well. Arsenal visiting here Saturday afternoon. What's your thoughts around the game?
The Ben White derby. But no, it'd be a good game, I think, because obviously Arsenal have had they had a shaky start, but obviously last time out they were strong against Tottenham. I did watch that game. Your midfield particularly was rampant. Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka.
Do you give us credit for that performance, or do you look at Tottenham, who didn't really show up?
I think it's a bit of both, because obviously Nuno likes to park the bus, and Arsenal took advantage and they just dominated them completely pretty much the whole way through the game. But I think with Brighton, you're going to have a bit of a different story. Obviously, we like to take games by the scruff of the neck. With that being said, though, we haven't really done that this season. We've sort of changed the way we play. Last season, we were more, expansive football, like to proper play, proper football, all that sort of thing. But last, probably, I can think of 3 games now. Obviously, Palace, where it was a bit of a smash and grab. Leicester. There's 3 games, Brentford as well, where we haven't actually deserved anything out of the game, but we've come away with 7 points from those games. So, yeah, it's a different Brighton. Even I'm starting to adapt to it now. It's a more conventional Brighton, but it's picking up more results, So
you're putting that down to more a change in Graham Potter and maybe the style than maybe luck, because you did just say, we've gotten away with a couple of results here.
Yeah, possibly. And I think as well, obviously, we lost Ben White, so maybe it was, Shane Duffy comes back in, less so with his feet. He's more of a proper centre-back, But I think maybe changing that sort of style, Shane's not going to come out and pass 80 yards balls, so it was a bit like that. But no, I'm excited because I think, we've shown that we can grind out results now, got more of a plan B. And it's been exciting to watch as well at times. We've got some more quality. Cucurella's come in as well. He looks a good player. And against Palace the other night, mate. Oh my God, I was there.
Could have gone top of the league.
Could have gone top of the league, but I'm not salty about it because
it's
last minute equaliser where we didn't deserve anything against your rivals. It was a good day out for sure.
Yeah, and tell me about this summer. When the Ben White links first came about and eventually the deal got done. How big was that for Brighton? Did you not want to let him go? Was the money too good to turn down? Do Arsenal have a defender on their hands here, or is there still some questions?
I think you've got a good player. I know I saw a lot of Man United fans giving a lot of stick to Ben
as they
White.
always do.
Yeah, I saw Mark Goldbridge was giving it a lot as well. I didn't really understand it personally. But,
ask Mark where Jadon Sancho's been this season.
But yeah, I didn't understand it personally because I think Ben White's a good player. We watched him play all of last season, but I didn't think it was going to be a massive impact. Like if we lost Bissouma, I think it would have been a completely different story. I think if you took Bissouma, you take the cog out of our whole team. Losing Ben White, okay, but £50 million, I don't think you're going to find a single Brighton fan that's really going to complain. And obviously we wish him all the best, obviously, because he didn't do anything wrong for us, but we only had him for a year. He spent a lot of his time here on loan. Obviously he went to Leeds, as everyone knows, and Sky Sports mentioned every 2 seconds. Newport and Peterborough as well. So we didn't really get to see too much of him. So losing Ben White wasn't as big as possibly like Bissouma could have been or something like that.
Yeah, but you've done business off the back end that you seem to be happy with.
Yeah, we didn't sign another centre back because I think even without Duffy, I think we've got obviously Ostergaard on loan. He's done really well at Stoke, and we've got plenty of players in abundance. Van Heck as well. So I'm not really too worried about the long-term effects. It's more this season. It depends how Shane. Obviously, he's had a good start. It depends how he goes for the whole season because obviously he's a completely different centre back to Ben White.
And like completely. You said,
a proper ball, not a ball player, that's for sure. We'll see.
Old school. Head on the line, neck on the line, all of that.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Arsenal then? You mentioned the Tottenham game and in isolation, and you said we done very well there. But you also mentioned the shaky start, and following international break, we picked it back up. 3 wins out of 3, 3 clean sheets in the sorry, Tottenham got a goal in the end. Yeah, I'm trying to erase that last goal out of my memory, but yeah, 1 goal conceded in 3. What's your opinion? I asked James and Cecil earlier about how we think Graham Potter and Brighton will approach the game. It is at your grounds, your stadium. You have been performing better so far this season. Do you take the game to us, or do you sit back and pick out opportunities? I asked this because against Everton, I saw you retain possession for, I think you had 60% of the ball.
Yeah.
But then against Leicester, it was 30% of the ball. Everton, you lose 2-0. Leicester, you win 2-1.
Exactly.
So, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like our whole thing this season is completely different. Obviously, we had the expected goals and all that last season where it was just ridiculous. 70% possession, 25 shots a game. This season, we've gone a little bit more, maybe conservative, but it's worked. So we can't really complain. But against Arsenal, I don't know. I think, obviously, as I say, you had a good game last time. I think your midfield's good. It'll be big if we haven't got Basuma. I think if we haven't got Basuma, again, we could notice it against Palace. You could tell he wasn't there. And I think for the first time against Palace, we missed Ben White. So I think...
a bit of composure from the back.
Yeah, and maybe, he can fill in the midfield as well. He did that last season when we needed him. I'd have liked to see Yakamoto a little bit more, but I think if we haven't got Basuma, we've got a task on our hands. I think because obviously, as I say, your Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka last time were just
youthful,
on it.
energetic.
When you give them those sort of chances, they're not going to let them slip. So, I'm worried about you guys because I know Pepe loves a goal against Brighton as well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But and obviously Ben White coming back, but hopefully we know his weaknesses and we can take him apart instead.
That's what I said to James and Cecil. It'd be interesting to see how he returned because obviously, what better club knows Ben White than Brighton? But at the same time, let's look more into. We've looked into form. Key players for you on the Arsenal side. Who are you worried about?
I think I'm probably one of the only Premier League fans to say it, but Pepe, just because he always scores against us. For some reason, he turns into Neymar against us. Obviously, last game of the season last year, he scored a good goal. He did it as well against us when it was obviously Mopé got that goal in the end. But I think him. I don't know about your attackers, maybe Lacazette. I don't know about Aubameyang. He never seems to score against us.
Yeah,
so
Lacazette's the one that tends to
Lacazette seems to do better against us. I heard you mention that on the last video as well. So I think Lacazette's probably the one to watch. Smith Rowe as well has been really good. And,
how likely is Basuma for this game?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's just up in the air last minute.
I think it was like final assessment, like a lot, But we'll see. I hope he's in there because
Partey versus Basuma has the makings of such a great battle in the middle.
Yeah, and I think Partey against no one. We saw it Conor Gallagher Palace. He was basically playing against no one in midfield, and that's why he had so much joy. So, if we haven't got Basuma, I'll be concerned because, as I say, you've got some serious quality in midfield. Partey as well. I forgot about him. So. Yeah, you've got a good team.
And on your end, obviously this is AFTV. Who should we be looking out for? Obviously we know the Mopés, Trossards, and there's a couple other players. McAllister, I believe this season's done quite well. A couple of goals here and there. Young 22-year-old.
Yeah, he's had a little breakout, but obviously he hasn't played the last couple of games. I'd have liked to see him a little bit more. But I think Moda as well. I like him a lot. Maybe more underrated amongst the Brighton fan base, but I quite like him.
I don't know much about him.
Yeah, no, he's new, so. He's just quite a versatile centre mid. He sort of plays sometimes on the wing, then you see him in left back, and you see him in defence.
The modern type.
He's just like all over the place. But I like him a lot. But no, I think Mopé obviously speaks for himself. Obviously, he's probably created a rivalry between the two clubs.
If Ty was here, he'd be flipping.
I saw all of the Mopé, you're a cheat, Mopé, you're a disgrace.
Brian, I hope you get relegated.
I remember it. He started all that off. I think Neil will be fired up.
Did you see what you lot tweeted though? The picture of Mopé like this. You lot are playing with Ty as well. Listen,
it's funny.
It's all fun and games.
But no, it's going to be good because obviously Brighton Arsenal seems to have a bit of an edge to it nowadays. Since that, I think I remember Murray as well. First season seemed to wind you lot up as well when he came up to your stand and sort of like went like that. It's going to be good. I think there should be a bit of sparks, and I think when Neil Mopé is playing against a team that doesn't like him, that's when he really turns up, a bit like a Jamie Vardy effect. You give him a bit of stick and he'll really give it back to you.
As motivation.
I think you saw it against Palace what he did to their lot. He literally just went around the whole ground, every corner.
Throughout the game.
And he gave it all back. I love Neil, and hopefully he can do it again because
everyone loves those sort of players when they're at your
when
club,
you're on yours, and when he's not, it's like you're a bit worried because those sort of players get to you. They get to the fans.
And his heart's all in it. You know that 100. He might not have the best of games, but players like that, their heart's in it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with big games like this, it will only take, I think, one chance that's really going to settle it. I think between us and you, like, there isn't much in it. I think we've both got good sides, particularly if Bissouma plays. If he doesn't, it'll be a different story, but I'll assume he plays. It'll be a tough game, I think. It'll be literally one goal in it.
One goal in it? We might as well end with predictions now, Ryan.
All right, let's go for it.
Shall I start? Do you want to start?
You go for it first. You go for it first.
So I do a podcast with a couple of Arsenal fans, and I recorded one yesterday, and I'm going to stick with that score. I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1.
Okay.
But it's a prediction that I know can swing either way.
Yeah.
I'm going with the 2-1 because off the back of 3 wins out of 3, off the back of a great performance against Tottenham for large parts of that game, I think Brighton's the toughest game so far since the international break, and I include Tottenham and Burnley in that. I think Brighton's the toughest game so far, but I'm also looking at us finally having some consistency, carrying over a good performance into the next and kicking on. And with international break round the corner, we went into the last international break 0 goals, 0 points. Now let's get into the next one, 4 wins out of 4, but I'm going for a 2-1. Tasty affair, but a good affair as well.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think, to be honest, it could easily be that. I said 2-1 on my podcast, I believe, as well. So, yeah, it's
Brighton, obviously.
on the Brighton one. So I think it's literally going to be. I think both teams will score. It seems to have that sort of feel to it. I think if anyone's going to nick it, it will be a late one, and it will be a heartbreaker one.
Mopes already had one this week.
So that's, we've done it twice now.
It's our turn now.
Yeah, we've done it against Brentford. We hadn't had a kick in the game, got a last-minute winner. We've done it against Palace, obviously a last-minute equaliser. So coming up to Arsenal, I think again it's going to be a 1-goal thing. I don't think we're going to come and wipe the floor, and I don't think you'll probably come and wipe the floor, so it will literally be an edgy one, but I think 2-1 as well, but hopefully to us. I am aware that it could easily be the other way around.
It's one of those, I think 2-1's the safe option, but we're both going 2-1. 2-1 Arsenal, 2-1 Brighton. Ryan,
nice to meet you, mate.
Thank you very much. Remember, Seagull Social, link in the description, and a message to Neil Mope, don't piss Ty off this weekend, please, because we hear it all in the office throughout the week. Love for the love people. Let us know your thoughts in the description, comment section below. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Peace.